Chapter 8.3, percent increase and percent decrease. Okay, for this section, this is not hard as long as you understand what the base is. Okay, so percent increase and percent decrease always related to the base. Okay, so the amount. Do you remember the amount? Amount is equal to PBA, right? PBA, base percent times the base. Percent times the base is equal to the amount, PBA. Okay, so look at this. Okay, percent increase is used to show how much a quantity has increased over its original value. So the base is the original value. Okay, let me write it. The original value is what? The base. And then you have a certain amount. So multiply the base by some percent and there will be an amount. So that amount is the quantity. Is the quantity increased? Amount, right? Amount. All right. So let's see this example. The number of vehicles increased from 250 to 300. So this is the base. And then 300 is the result. So how much quantity is increased? That is 300 minus 250, isn't it? So let me draw a little diagram. Okay, I always use this diagram. This is much easier to understand. Look at this. So you have the original amount, which is 250. So you have 250 vehicles, and then it became, so you add some amount, so finally it became 300, right? So the number of vehicles increased from 250 to 300. Then how much amount? What's the amount? What's the number of vehicles increased? So this is 50, isn't it? 50, because 300 minus 250. So 50 vehicles is increased from 250 to make it 300. So look at this. So the amount increased is 50. And this is X percent of 250, isn't it? So this is the base. So this is the base amount, right? Base. And this is the amount. So amount 50 is X percent of what? X percent of 500, the base. So let's find X. So X is the percent, right? Percent in this case. Okay, let me write it just below this equation. It's easier. So amount is 50, and the percent is, we don't know. So N is what we are looking for, and the base is 250. So from here, you can divide each side of the equation by 250. All right, then this is equal to 1/5. So N equals 1/5. So 1/5 is equal to what? 0.25, isn't it? 0.25. So since N is equal to 0.25, convert this one into percent, then this will be 25%, isn't it? 25%. So the percent increase is 25%. So the number of vehicles increased by 25%. Can you see it? So it's really important to find the base and the amount increased. So this is amount increased, right? This highlighted bar. This shaded amount is the amount increased. Okay, for this example, a sales associate was earning $11.60 per hour before an 8% increase in pay. What's the new hourly wage? Round to the nearest cents. Okay. So look at this. before wage increase. So the original amount was $11.60. This is the base amount, isn't it? So let me write it. Let me draw a little diagram. It's much easier. So this is 11.60, right? So I'm gonna add 8%. So this amount will be 8% of what? The original amount, 11.60, right? Okay, then what is the new hourly wage? So what is this one? So this is what we're looking for, right? Okay, so here's amount equals percent times base. PBA, percent times the base. PB equals A. PB equals A, or A equals PB. So the base is 11.6, right? And then the percent, so 8%. So the percent is, okay, 8% is, what is 8%? 0.08, isn't it? 0.08. So multiply these two, then that's the amount of the total, right? The total amount. So the amount is, okay, so the new hourly wage is the amount, isn't it? So this is the amount. So let's find the amount. So the amount is equal to, let me write it here. So this is the new hourly wage. New hourly wage, right? All right, so multiply these two numbers. So 11.6 times 0.008. Then 6 times 8, 4 up, 2 and 1 up, so 9 point. That is equal to 9.28, right? 9.28. Oh, sorry. So 9.28. So $9.28. Sorry. I am really sorry. So 8% of 11.6. 8% of 11.6 is this guy, right? So let's not do this one. Not yet. So this is a percent times the base, right? Percent times the base. So this part, this added increased part is this one, right? This one. So this is equal to $9.28. So the newly wage is the sum of these two, right? Sum of these two. So this is the base plus the amount, the increased amount, isn't it? The increased amount. So let's say this is the amount. Okay. So the new hourly wage is, so okay, let me write it. The new hourly wage is the sum of the amount, the increased amount, which is $9.28, plus the base. Okay, so let me write it here. So base plus the amount, the increased amount. So the base is 11.6, and then the increased amount is 9.28. You know, our calculation is not right. Okay, so how many decimal places? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, this is 0.09. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, keep doing the mistakes. So 8% is 0.08, right? 0.08. Sorry for the mistake. 8% is 0.08. So we have 1 to 3 decimal places. So the result will be 0.928. Right? 0.928. All right, so this is 0.928. So the sum of this base and the increased amount is now 12.528, right? 528 dollars. So since we need to round to the nearest cents, sorry, this is nearest dollar, sorry. Nearest cent is 5, right? 5 cents. So round it to the 10th, right? 10th. So this will be 12 points. And since this 2 is less than 5, just it will be okay, this is the cent. Come on. Cent is 2, right? 2 is the cent. Right? 2 is the cents, right? Cents. So this will be now 5.3, right? 5.3. Because 8 is greater than 5. So the new hourly wage is $12.53. Okay, sorry for the mistake because I made wrong numbers, right? Okay, so this is actually simple. What you have to do is draw a little diagram. So before the wage increased, the pace increased, 11.6 is the original amount. And from this original amount, there is 8% increase. So what you do is multiply 11.6 by 8%, which is 0.08. So we got this one, and this is the increased amount. So the new wage is the sum of this increased amount and the base amount. The base is the original amount. Okay, so the new hourly wage is $12.53. Okay, this is percent decrease definition. So percent decrease is used to show how much a quantity has decreased from its original value. So in this case, we're going to use the similar diagram. Okay, for example, a violent crime decrease. Violent crime has been decreased from 27 crimes to 24 crimes. Find the percent decrease in violent crime. Okay. So look at this. This is the original. There are 27 crimes. So draw a little diagram like this. So there are 27 crimes, and this one is decreased to 24 crimes. 24, right? 24. So this amount is decreased. So this is the decreased amount. Right? Decreased amount. So this amount, this decreased amount is 27 minus 24. So 3. So 3 crimes decreased from 27, right? Then what is the percent decrease? What is the percent decrease for this one? All right. So look at this. So amount is equal to percent times the base, right? Percent times the base. So the decreased amount is 3. And the percent is the one we are looking for. We don't know how many percent. And the base is 27. Why? Because the original amount is 27, right? 27. So X percent of 27 is 3, right? 3. Because 3 is the decreased amount. Can you see it? So in this case, the base is 27. Because you're applying X percent, N percent of this 27. So it becomes 3, right? 3. All right. Can you see it? So 27 become 24. So how much decreased? 3. 3 crimes decreased. So 3 is the amount that you got from the base, X percent of the base. All right, then let's find N. So divide each side by 27. Right, then this is 1 over 9, right? And 1 over 9 is approximately, so this is 1 divided by 9 is 1, right? 1. 1 is keep going, right? Keep going. So N is approximately equal to 0.1111, right? 1 is keep repeating. So if you change this one into percent, then isn't it 11.1%, right? So 11.1% of 27 is 3. So 3 crimes decreased because it became 24. All right. So the violent crime decreased by approximately 11.1%, right? 11.1% of 27. Okay, that's it for this percent increase and percent decrease. So whenever you do the application problems related to this percent increase and percent decrease, draw this diagram and then find what the base is. Okay, so base is really important. Okay, then please do the exercise questions.